Happy Friday and welcome to Archbishop Ryan High School in the Great Northeast for tonight's marquee matchup featuring your Archbishop Ryan Raiders as they host the Purple and Gold from Roman Catholic in Philadelphia Catholic League boys basketball action. My name is Ted Westervelt and I'll be bringing you all the play-by-play. And I have a friend with me tonight bringing us some color, the great R.C. Kehoe. Welcome, R.C.
Hey, thank you for having me, buddy. I appreciate it. Happy to be here. Obviously, earlier in the year, some of the viewers may realize we got cut out about halftime of the showcase where Ryan was playing St. Francis. A big win for the Raiders, obviously.
Yep.
St. Francis, a national power out of Baltimore. And tonight should be a really good one. I mean, Roman, I was not expecting Roman to get off to the start they got off to. They go down to the beach ball and win the beach ball, a historic event. And then, they come home and they've really run away with their first 3 wins in the Catholic League. And then Ryan had a hiccup. They go down to St. Joe's Prep, tough place to play, and kind of played out of character and, came up short. So they need to steal one to get into that top 4.
Well, Ryan comes in tonight 2-1 in the PCL. Like you said, they dropped that one to St. Joe's. Tough game against a new look father Judge.
Well, it's Judge Ryan, Teddy. Come on, you're the soccer coach at Ryan. That game wasn't. That was going to be a war. It doesn't matter if it was played on the playground.
It was a Northeast Holy War.
Right.
That is correct. And then they came back, had a nice game against Carroll. A little slow start, then put it in overdrive in the second half, and really were quite the better team.
I was actually really shocked by the score. I mean, they really turned it on in the second half. Talking to Coach Zielinski, if they have a half like that, if they can piece halves together. Like they had in the second half against Carroll, they will be a really tough out in the Catholic League.
Roman has Wood, O'Hara, and Bonner. Now Wood started out slow, 0-2, tied. They're now 2-2. But talk about
the Catholic League it's top heavy, but it's as deep as it's been in a long time. And what I mean by top heavy is Roman and Newman are as good as it gets in the country, not just in the Catholic League. And then you have players like Thomas Sorber. You have the young kids at Judge. You have the young kids at St. Joe's Prep. You have the veteran guard who's leading the young guys at Carroll. So I'm really intrigued by this matchup because Sharif Jackson. Obviously, Mark Jackson, the great Mark Jackson's son, has really grown into a terrific player in year 2. And Thomas Sorber is clearly one of the best big guys in the country.
So it's Sorber and also Darren Williams,
Yep.
who I think gets better every outing that he has. So he's been getting better. And he's a mid-level, low-level D1 candidate as well. So, and they're juniors. Really, really impressive. And if you're watching this for the first time for Archbishop Ryan, you're going to see those 2 players, Sorber and Williams. You're also going to see a senior guard, love senior guards, Zaire Paris.
I'm going to touch on Williams, Teddy, okay? I did not do the game. I did some interviews when Radner really put it on Ryan. I was at that game. I have consistently, for 2 years, even going back to last year, talking to Coach Zielinski, I think Darren Williams is the key to what they have done the last 2 years.
I agree.
And when he doesn't play well, it's hard for them to win.
Well, listen, we're gonna stay
National anthem.
We're gonna stay
Yep.
hot, Mike, and
Yep.
we're gonna go to national anthem and prayer.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we introduce the starting lineups for tonight's game, please rise for a pregame prayer. In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, amen. God our Father, help us to put forth our best effort to represent our school with class, to respect our opponents, and to grow as disciples of your Son. Jesus, keep us
gym is packed again tonight. It's a little warm inside the gym. It means it's high school basketball. I just love it.
Teddy, I miss games like this. And, I saw my head coach while I played at Roman in the early 90s, Dennis said, and I was always in the house supporting, Chris McNesby, who was a 95 grad and a teammate of mine for 3 years. This is what separates the Philadelphia Catholic League from every league on the East Coast. I've recruited. I was a college coach for a long time. I've recruited everywhere. There's very few environments like an Archbishop Ryan on a Friday night, an Archbishop Carroll on a Friday night. Bonner preps at Bonner tonight. That place will be rocking. So the environments in the Catholic League are second to none.
It's funny. I said to Coach Zaglinski when St. Vincent St. Mary came in, and that's a storied school. I mean, they just from the Coach Drew and LeBron,
Yep.
and I said, is this the highest profile team that we've had come into Ryan? And Zaglinski looks at me and goes, you mean before the teams in our league? And I'm like, you know what? You're right. Like, this is the kind of game that you come to Archbishop Ryan to play.
No doubt about it.
Absolutely. So,
they've grown into that. And Coach Zaglinski has done a great job in getting the right pieces and the guys that fit here at Ryan. I mean, listen, I'm not going to put names out there. I know he's turned away 2 or 3 really good guards that ended up in the Catholic League because he didn't feel like it fit the Ryan culture and what he's trying to do here. So I tip my cap to him. I think he's the best tactician in the game in the Catholic League. Offensively, they run stuff that college teams and pro teams are running.
It's funny. Joe said that to me. I asked him, why would a kid want to come here to play for you? He says, I think I do a good job of preparing those players for that next step. Not here just to win for me. I'm here to make them better. Tell us a little bit about Roman's Big Three.
Okay, we'll go. Start tonight. Roman's going to start their normal 5 at the point guard, and he's been the point guard for 4 years at Roman. Xavier Brown, he's a St. Joe's signee. Sharif Jackson, the aforementioned Sharif Jackson, the 6'8" sophomore. Anthony Finkley, who originally started at West Catholic, went out to West Virginia, came back to Roman, sat out last year. He's now eligible. He's playing. He's also a St. Joe's signee. He's really a combo forward. He'll handle the ball out top for them some. And then they have Jeremiah Stewart Herring, a really solid wing he's actually from Delaware. And then they got the transfer from Trenton Catholic. Trenton Catholic obviously made a terrible decision in letting go Mark Bass, and their team fell apart. And Eric Oliver Bush ended up here, and Roman needed a piece, and he's fit the mold for them.
For Archbishop Ryan tonight, they're going to go Sorber, Williams, Zaire Paris, Rocco Marabito, and Jaden Murray. Sorber's numbers through the Carroll game, just under 20 points, 4.3 blocks a game, which is incredible to me, and 11 rebounds. Williams is 15, just under 16 points a game. And the one thing we didn't talk about yet is Archbishop Ryan shooting. He's their leading three-point shooter with only 35%. So it's one of the things I think we're going to watch to see how Archbishop Ryan does from the perimeter.
I think, I had a chance to go to one of Roman's practices this week. They had one of their keys is clearly defending the three-point line. Obviously, Sorber's the first on everybody's scouting report when you're playing Ryan, but Coach McNesby really talked about guarding the three-point line and not letting these guys get started and kind of keeping their numbers where they are, like you said, Ted.
Gotcha. Tonight is also Hall of Fame night. We're going to be announcing the 2023 Boys Basketball Hall of Fame inductees at halftime, so it's really a great night here tonight. Roman in their traveling purple.
Ryan starts out in a 1-3-1, and Roman went over this in practice the day I was there, so no surprise here for the Kaolites.
Brown. Xavier Brown's a 4-year starter.
Yes, he is.
Roman patient. Nice defense from Ryan. Back iron, no. Good rebound. Foul. Nice offensive rebound by Sharif Jackson.
Well, if if you, as a coach, you would love to see carryover from practice to the game, that was exactly what Roman did for about 25 minutes when I was there the other day. Talked about patience against this 1-3-1, not settling for the open threes, but really moving the ball and trying to see if they can get some touches in the paint for Sharif Jackson. That time he got it off the backboard, which he's really, really good on the offensive glass.
Foul was on Darren Williams, his first. Jackson misses both. Sharif Jackson, the sophomore. Zaire Parrish with the ball. To Murray. They go to Sorber. Sorber for two. Thomas Sorber. Thomas Sorber opened up against Carroll. He scored the first 12 points for Ryan. That's for three, and that's good.
And that's what Finkley can do. Finkley can really extend the floor. Like I said, he's more of a point forward. And Ryan's going to have to make adjustments if he's going to be left open on the wing against that 1-3-1.
Anthony Finkley, the senior, headed to St. Joe's University. Here comes Darren Williams with his left. Rocco Marbito with the ball. Junior transfer from Shipley.
I really like what Rocco's brought to this Ryan team. He's a piece they kind of needed.
Williams rises, fires.
Well, I thought he was hit there.
Roman. Good hands by Jaden Marion. You're going to see a lot of that, RC. He's kind of like a worm type player. Gets in the lanes a little bit.
Teddy, I don't want to cut you off. I want more out of him.
Yeah.
I want more. He's so athletic. He's so long, and he just looks like he can give Ryan so much more. And I'll tell you what, they're a threat to cut down the nets if he gives them more.
For three, short. Williams with the board. He's going to take to the hole. No foul. Ball will stay with Archbishop Ryan.
This is I know we have one official out there. It looks kind of young, but this is a veteran Catholic League crew, and I don't think you're going to see a lot of ticky-tack fouls called here in this game. You're going to have to earn your way to the foul line.
Sharif Jackson to Brown. Brown dishes back. Sharif Jackson. 5-2. Cahillites 5:34 in this first quarter.
Xavier Brown, a terrific look there, and that's what he's really been doing early in the season for Roman. He's been getting guys easy looks with his penetration and his vision.
Murray looks, no, and travels. Ball got away from him there, a little careless.
It looks like Brown is trying to deny Rocco the ball, which will be interesting to see how Ryan adjusts to that, because a lot of their offense, it makes everybody touch the ball quickly to start their plays. So if they're going to try to kind of black out Rocco, it'll be interesting to see how they make the adjustment.
And there's one for three. No. Marbita with the rebound. Down low to Sorber. Gets position. Good. Nice feed by Zaire.
Too deep, and I can see Coach McNesby telling Sharif Jackson he cannot get that deep of post position because it's a layup. I mean, it's an easy layup for him every time.
Brown. Oliver Bush, no. Darren Williams with the ball. Ryan down 1, 4:30 left in this first quarter. He's going to fire. Short. Up comes Finkley. Brown, no. Floorboard, Stuart Herring. Brown. Good. Anthony Finkley. 7-4 Roman.
Coach Z wanted to walk there, and I don't know if I disagree with him. I mean, he got by the first defender and drew somebody, and they left Finkley wide open. I think it might have been a benefit of a little bit of a travel.
Zaire. Coach Luginski talking to Rocco during the play. Sorber for three. In and out. Nice offensive rebound by Marbito. Blocked by Finkley. Oh, wow.
Oh, Xavier Brown in the open court.
Wow. Couldn't get it to finish. Good. Anthony Finkley have a first quarter, son. 10-4 Roman.
All that off a loose ball. Brown takes a tough contested layup in transition, loose ball, and Finkley finds himself wide open.
A game like tonight, it's about efficiency of possessions for Archbishop Ryan.
No doubt about it. They're playing a little fast here early.
Yep. Here comes Brown. This should be fun. Ooh. Sorber almost got a piece, and a timeout on the floor.
I tell you what, I'm going to try to stay unbiased here. I really, because I like Xavier Brown so much, I hope something happens at St. Joe's where they get some better players there, because my Lord, he can really pass the basketball. He gets guys easy shots, and his vision has grown. Like early on when he was younger, he would pound it a little too much. Now he's pounding it with a purpose. And I mean, as you see here early on, he's had 2 or 3 passes that led to easy baskets for his teammates.
Well, he and Finkley were early commits to St. Joe's, correct?
Well, they're both. Yeah. No, they waited till they did it in the summer of this year.
Okay.
Yes.
Stayed home.
Stayed home. Xavier Brown's stepfather, Justin Scott, is an assistant coach at St. Joe's.
Okay.
Roman makes their first sub. They take out Hearing. Take out Stuart Hearing, and they're going to put in the, I believe he's a junior, Robert Cottrell.
And they're going to go to pressure here. Jade Mary with the ball over the timeline. Coach Zaglinski cannot be happy. That was lazy.
He actually talked to me about that before the game, Ted, in the locker room, about the lazy passes. He thought they had some really lazy passes at the prep, which caused them to get out of rhythm.
Some spacing issues here for Ryan. Zaire. Darren Williams goes to his right, spins back left, kicks. Zaire!
It's a big basket. Darren Williams making things happen, and Parrish knocking it down.
12-7. Roman lead. Cottrell with the ball.
Cottrell is a really, really quick off the bounce guy, and he can cause some problems for this zone for Ryan that Ryan is playing.
Brown tries to go around Rocco, isn't able to do so. They go back to Finkley. To Brown. Back inside to Jackson. Triple team, not a walk. Rebound by Sorber. Nice defense by Oliver Bush. Sharif Jackson will take a seat.
Ted, early on, and you obviously see Ryan more than I do. I have seen him 3 or 4 times already this year. I have never seen them run motion this much. They usually are a set team, running plays consistently. They're really running motion. It looks like he's trying to get into something right here. I think Coach Z's trying to get them into some motion that to get Sorber the ball on the post.
That's a foul. Stuart Herring a little. Ryan will take it. His first, team's first. 1:28 left in this first quarter. 12-7. Cahillites with the lead. Marbito looks. He's going to shoot. Good.
Nice play. Little hesitation dribble. Xavier Brown was jumping the play, trying to keep him from the middle of the floor, and Marbito made a nice decision getting into the gap and pull-up jumper.
Brown. Nice hands by Sorber. Brown maintains possession. Finkley. Brown. Oh, deflected. Cottrell up. No good. Nice rebound by Stuart Herring. Cottrell, the 6'1 guard. Junior. Plays catch with Brown. 22 seconds left, first quarter. 12-9. Cahillites. They're going to hold for one.
Yeah, we need,
what do you like here?
We need I like a shot clock is what I like.
That's what
right now.
I'm with you.
Little ball screen for Brown. He gets in the lane. He turns it over.
Here comes Williams. He's going to take it himself. No, Paris. Nicely done.
So
that'll end the first quarter. A very nice way to end the first quarter. 12-11. Ryan down one at the end of one. Wanted to talk tonight about, first of all, what were you doing in 1979?
I was 2 years old.
In 19...
My dad was probably playing against some of the guys you're going to talk about.
Well, right, there you go. 1979. Number one movie at the box office in March was Superman with Margot Kidder and Christopher Reeves. Number one song was I Will Survive by Gloria Gaynor. And it was also the year that Archbishop Ryan made it to the final. First time in the history of the school they made it to the final against Roman.
Wow.
Against Roman Catholic, against Lonnie McFarland.
Wow.
And Speedy Morris.
Wow.
And tonight that
the
team...
great Speedy Morris.
Yeah, the great Speedy Morris. And that team was going to be honored tonight. They had, if you remember back then, it was
North and South.
It was North and South.
Yep.
So Ryan came in second that year in the North behind Judge. They were 14-2. Judge was 15-1. Ryan went through Doherty. They went through Judge. Steve Senko was 6 for 10, 10 for 13, with 22 points.
Damn.
And Ryan went to the final for the first time. And Roman beat West to get to the final. And Ryan lost in that final to Lonnie McFarland, 61-47.
Not a lot of guys beat Lonnie in the 78, 79
not
years.
a lot, except they lost in Overbrook. They lost to Overbrook
in the city championship.
In the city championship
Correct.
game. And I just want to thank TedSolari.com and Mr. Solari, who is a legendary basketball
one of my favorite people.
archivist.
I have a very, very good relationship with him. Strong relationship that goes back to when I was in diapers.
There you go. Well, I talked to Joe Mason today, the great Joe Mason from Northeast Times, and he said that I was telling him that listen, I'm getting this information from Ted's website, which if you're a basketball person and a junkie and you want to lose, if you want to lose 2 hours, 3 hours, go on that website. Any sport.
Football, baseball, he got them all.
So I just want to say hello to Mr. Solari if he's listening.
Absolutely, Ted. We love you, buddy. I wish you well. I wish you good health, and you know we're always thinking about you here in the Philadelphia Catholic League.
Back to basketball. Empty possession for Archbishop Ryan. Roman with a 1-point lead. Brown and Finkley. Back iron. Sorber with a rebound. So what do you think about Archbishop Ryan's? It didn't feel like it was it looks on paper it looks like a pretty good quarter, but what's the analysis
if
there?
If I was Roman, I wouldn't be real happy the way the quarter ended. They got off to a hot start, but they're not getting good looks against this 1-3-1 that Ryan is imploring.
Jackson with the rebound. Ball out of bounds. It's going to stay with Roman. Nice defense by Darren Williams.
And Ted, I think that's what Xavier Brown was doing in the middle of the first quarter. They got out. They hit a couple threes. They got Sharif Jackson on the offensive glass, but the possessions were too long, and they weren't getting great looks. So I think Xavier Brown started racing the ball up the floor in hopes that he could speed the game up and not have to face this 1-3-1.
Finkley, Stuart Herring, good.
He's a really streaky shooter, but when he's in rhythm, he's been getting hot as of late.
15-11 early in this second quarter. Ryan Everett checking in the game for Archbishop Ryan. Everett, Murray. Morabito on the bench for Ryan. Michael tries to force it. And Archbishop Ryan, that's the third possession where they've just gotten a little, for lack of a better word, squirrely with the ball.
They're playing. They're a set team. They're a run a play. That's the type of team they are. And right now they're running a lot of free motion, and it's not working out well for them early.
Ryan Everett, the junior.
But Everett calls a play. This is one of their sets.
Yep.
And what happens? Wide open look for Everett.
In and out. Just can't get it to fall. Up comes Jackson with the ball. Oh, Brown. Smooth.
Wow.
Xavier Brown.
That's one thing you'll notice if you're watching this game, that Roman does not outlet the basketball on rebounds often. They have guys that can dribble the ball and make good decisions, and they'll bring it up right off the glass. It's Jackson or Finkley.
Murray, he's going to let one go. That's probably not the best shot Coach Zaglinski wanted. Brown with the ball. Ryan gets back nicely on defense. Out of bounds.
Roman's not very deep. And Coach McNesby does a good job rotating guys in and out, getting a blow where he can for Finkley and Jackson, because they really don't have any depth inside. They emphasize staying out of foul trouble with Finkley and Jackson because, again, I mean, literally, they have nobody. They have 8 guys in uniform tonight.
Sorber. Sorber's going to take it in the lane. Dishes to Murray. Smartly back to Zaire. Zaire Parrish, the senior guard. And Murray missed Sorber there. See if he can find him again. He does. Triple teamed. Someone's open. It's Everett. He swings. Paris. No good. Murray underneath by himself. Nice rebound, put back, and foul.
See, that foul's on Jackson, and that's one of those fouls I was talking about, Ted. If Ryan can pick a couple of them up, this could be a key in this game. If Ryan gets fouls on Finkley and Jackson, Roman has no answer behind those two to try to contain Sorber. So that's a senseless foul there by Jackson, and see if
that speaks to some of what you talked about with the officiating crew. Being a veteran, let them play crew. They know that Ryan's an 18. They know Ryan's an eight-player team. They know Roman's doing the same thing. Let's have a good game here, boys.
Absolutely.
Cottrell's going to let it go. Another back iron and another rebound for Sorber. 17-14, 4:35 left. Williams slashes, finger roll, offensive foul.
So, Teddy, I was the head coach at Holy Family for 9 seasons, and we played strictly 2-3 zone, Syracuse's 2-3 zone, and we always used to talk about, in the middle of the paint, we had to have a shot blocker or a charge taker. Sharif Jackson, even going back to his freshman year, last year, he tries to take charges and tries to get in position to do that, and he does it right there. Williams makes a bad decision and runs him over.
On the floor for Ryan is Everett, Williams, Paris, Sorber, Murray. 4:14 left in this second quarter. Brown and Finkley to Jackson. Blocked. Sorber, nicely done. Good battle underneath. Jackson gets creative, can't get it to go. Ball is going to stay with Archbishop Ryan. Joe Zig wanting to travel there. This is a really nice battle between
Sorber and Jackson for sure. I mean,
yeah.
It's the 2 best big guys in the league, and it's going to be a war all night, Teddy.
Hand off to Brown. This is the first time I've seen him in person. He's special. He's a little different.
Yeah, he's a little different type. He's an old school point guard. Pass first.
Zaire with some good hands. Stuart Herring to Brown. Sorber gets away with a push there. Turnover, out comes Williams. Ryan can tie with a 3 with 3:30 left in the quarter. Williams to his left, rises, fires.
As a coach, if you see an air ball short, this is what we say, Teddy. If they're short, they're scared. If they're long, they're excited. That is the 3rd shot by Ryan that has hit the backboard before the rim, and they were not trying to bank it in. They're a little excited here early. They're trying to get the rhythm.
Do you think they're intimidated or just?
I think they're excited. I think they're pumped up for the game.
Okay.
Oh, I don't think Ryan's intimidated.
I don't
They
think
beat
so
St.
either.
Francis. They played St. Vincent, St. Mary's. They played Radnor.
And that's a 3. by Eric Oliver Bush. And just like that, that lead goes to 6. 3 minutes left in the second quarter. Sorber. No good. Ryan Bench wanting a foul. They're not going to get one. Here come the Cahillites. Brown with the ball. Brown, dish.
My goodness, Xavier Brown with the no-look left-handed dime. The kid can really pass, Teddy. He
Impressive.
can really, really pass.
Impressive. 22-14, 2:30, 5 left. Ryan in need of a bucket. Williams goes low to Sorber. He sometimes gets that ball too low. What are you gonna? You get 3, gave it to him.
But again, they got the ball in the paint, and look what they're ending up with. They're ending up with another foul on one of the 2 Roman bigs. And I guarantee you, listen, I know Joe very well. He is, this is not fluff. This is serious. I respect him. I think he can really, really coach. And I guarantee you, he has a good staff over there. They're going to go in at halftime. And to start the third quarter, we will see Sorber have the ball in his hands on the block, trying to draw fouls on Finkley and Jackson.
Finkley and Jackson
only have one.
Only have one.
But Teddy, how many times has Thomas touched the ball in the paint?
Correct.
He has a jump. He's attempted a 3. He hit a foul line jumper, and that's it. Everything else has been rolling to the basket.
Ryan press. Here comes Roman. Jackson did walk. That time he did. Good. That's fortuitous for Ryan.
Teddy, you're a soccer coach.
Yes.
Soccer's played with emotion, but the guys that are the calmest on the soccer field are the ones that usually make the best decisions. Xavier Brown, he doesn't blink, Teddy. There's no emotion. There's no emotion. He doesn't get upset. He just plays. That's twice he's thrown it to a teammate and they've turned it over and nothing. But there's that second foul, Teddy.
Second foul on Sharif Jackson, just like that.
And that's 2 fouls on him, both senseless. He was fighting around the post when he should have just sat behind. The ball was in the air. Early on there, he got a foul on giving up an offensive rebound, then he slaps. So that's 2 fouls on Jackson, and he won't come back in the first half.
Marabito back in the game for Archbishop Ryan. Darren Williams with the ball. So they have Everett and Marabito on with Williams.
4-guard lineup.
Yep. Thomas brings the ball down. Looking a little frustrated there.
You tell me, Teddy. This is I believe, between Jackson and Finkley, this is the biggest bulk and height that he has seen this year.
The Patrick School was big.
Okay.
They were big.
Okay.
They were big.
I didn't see that
but
game.
They weren't even as closely skilled
as
around
these
that as these groups. Nah, not even close. Unpolished is the word I'd use. Brown, elegant in the lane. Gets a foul.
And even there, Teddy, he was looking to distribute the ball. He was looking for Ryan. He was looking for Ryan's back line to step up, and he was trying to distribute a basketball there, and somehow got himself to the foul line for 2.
And that's Darren Williams' 3rd foul.
Now that's a major problem. And I didn't even know he had 2. I apologize.
Mark Gallagher in the game for Archbishop Ryan.
Being a coach that played zone primarily 40 minutes a game in college, you trust guys with 2 fouls. Ryan's playing zone. Coach Zielinski trusted Darren Williams, a senior, and it backfired on him.
Oh, and a turnover. Careless with the ball, Zaire. And Roman makes Archbishop Ryan pay. Catrill. Parrish beats the pressure. Ryan have numbers. They go inside to Sorber, and that's good. Much needed hoop.
And Finkley was not going to foul, if you notice, Teddy. He just threw his hands in the air. If he scored, he scored. He didn't really offer any resistance to Sorber there.
Just under a minute left, 26-18. Roman Catholic with the lead, not a walk. And a 3, and that's good. Stuart Herring. That's his second 3 of the night. It's an 11-point lead for Archbishop. I'm sorry,
Oh, they
Roman
need
Catholic.
that. Oh, I see you.
There you go. Mark Gallagher. A big three.
Mark Gallagher, the sophomore lefty.
Good release.
Hey, Coach, give me a chance.
Give me a chance.
Give me a chance, Coach. We're struggling offensively. I'll knock it down for you. I love it.
I'll go do it against Roman with a minute
Yeah,
left. and a
no
half.
problem.
No
Down
problem.
10. I got you, Coach.
I got you, Coach. Murray. They're going to hold for one. There's 22 seconds left.
It's backcourt.
And that's...
There's the late. Teddy, it was the last thing he said to me before I left his office. He said, RC, we cannot be lazy with the basketball tonight. That is the second turnover by Ryan Guards on, I'm sorry, I'm not being critical. They're just lazy passes. They're careless.
It's a fact. Still only down 8. They should be fortunate. Need to stop here. 10 seconds left. Brown with the ball. Guarded by Everett. Go two-man. Finkley. Oh, nice pass by Brown to Finkley. Shot blocked by Sorber. That's a block. 29-21. First half. We're gonna go stay live a little bit. We'll go a little bit, and then when they have the ceremony, we'll kick to the ceremony. We're out.
Back. So, basically, oh yeah, we're on. Sorry, buddy. You want to go to break? Cool.
Thank you, everybody, with our technical difficulties, but we're back, and as you see right now is the announcing of the 2023 Hall of Fame, Boys Basketball Hall of Fame basketball team. So there are 8 inductees, along with the 78, 79 team. Some of these guys can still look like they can still play. So congratulations to this class. Bob Sarkowitz from the class of 73. Ray West from the class of 78. And he was on that 78-79 team. Fran Siliberti, class of 84. Kevin Farnan, class of 84. Joe Simcoe, class of 92. Eric Henryson, class of 95. John Capella, class of 2001. And Chris Kozel from the class of 2002. And there's announcing some of the members of the team from that 78-79 team. They just announced Bob Filer, who was on that team. And as I look in the rafters, I see Bob Filer's numbers retired, number 18. The great Bob Filer, Major League Baseball player, pitcher. Just announced Steve Senko, who was all city that year. And to give you a little perspective, we touched on it a little earlier. The city basketball is the unbelievable history of Philadelphia basketball and high school basketball is just incredible. The level of talent that has come through this city that goes back decades and decades and decades. And Archbishop Ryan was a young school at the time, I believe only 13 years in existence. The school was only in its 13th year. It's in a Catholic League final. Steve Senko was second team all city. And that's public and Catholic. And that is such a great honor. You mentioned Bob Filer in that playoff run. Ryan beat Doherty 62-44 in the North semifinals. Bob Filer had 19 points, 9 rebounds, and my good friend Mike Hansen, 15 points and 8 rebounds. That victory sent Ryan to the North final against Father Judge. And that's where we said Senko shot 6 for 10, 10 for 13, had 22 points, and Ryan went to the final for the first time in school history. Ryan has been to the final 5 times. Most recently, Coach Zaglinski last year, 30 seconds from tying the game against Newman Goretti, just to fall a little bit short. So we want to thank all of our Hall of Famers. They had a good night. They had a nice reception in the North Caf. And it's an unbelievable honor to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. They will have a ceremony in April. Will be their banquet. So I know that if you are social media savvy, Coach Joe Zaglinski and his staff run a very nice Facebook page, Archbishop Ryan Boys Basketball. You can find them and you'll be able to find all updates that go on with this team. 29-21. We're going to get ready to start the second half in a few minutes, and we will be right back. And we're back. RC Keogh here. Ted Westervelt bringing you all the action. 29-21. And as we get ready to start this second half, I wanted RC to talk a little bit, as we just saw a little bit of Archbishop Ryan history. It's such a young history when you compare it to Roman Catholic, who literally played their first basketball game, I think, in 1899.
1897,
90,
yeah, something like that.
So I'm not even making that up.
Yep.
But about Roman Catholic's recent history, I mean, they're one of the preeminent schools in the region. But talk about Coach McNesby and what he's done in his journey with Roman.
I mean, I have a unique relationship with Chris. Obviously, he was a sophomore when I was a freshman, and I played 4 years on varsity, 3 with him. We played in the backcourt together. We battled. We were both point guards, so it was we fought every day, but we became really, really close friends and stay friends. Him coming back to the program after Matt Griffin left for the college ranks, it was the right thing for him. His girls had grown up at home. They're a little bit older, and his wife's a big cheerleading coach. And the program needed him. They didn't need a new face after Matt was only there a couple of years. And Chris is becoming one of those legends in the Catholic League on the sidelines.
Finkley down low. Jackson, good dish. And the stuff. Ten-point lead for Roman. I think Joe Zaglinski's building the same thing.
He's trying.
He is trying. I mean,
and he's going to get it done because he's such a good guy, and parents trust him.
Williams misses. Here comes Roman. I think there's blood in the water. Finkley. Plays catch with Brown. Contested by Murray, the 3. And Sharif Jackson just fought off.
He's a bull.
Yeah.
He's a bull. And here's the thing. I have never seen Ryan this discombobulated offensively. And Roman is doing nothing special other than playing hard on the defense end of the floor. I think if Ryan gets... Oh, that's a huge 3.
Stuart Herring.
That's a huge 3. That's his 3rd of the night, I believe, Ted. And, he's the one guy, like I said it early in the broadcast. He is not known as a shooter. But the last 3 or 4 games, he is really starting to knock it out from behind the arc.
Thomas Sorber stripped, loses the ball.
Starting to knock it out from beyond the arc.
I think sometimes Thomas brings that ball real low, gets himself such a big man. He
gets so much attention.
Yeah.
He got so much attention brought
It's
to
tough.
him that it's really tough.
It's tough. 6:25 left in this third quarter.
Looks like Coach Zaglinski has come out of the zone and he's going to go to man-to-man. Well, I think he's at the point where you mentioned blood. I think he's seeing it, and it's time to change it up.
Brown was right. He's going to shoot. Rebound by Murray. Williams goes low. Sorber. No. Bush. Stuart Herring. Jackson. Jackson backs down Sorber. Jackson pumps. Nicely done. Sharif Jackson. 36-21.
He's grown up so much from a year ago. That would have been a panic post up right there. Right this year he's calm and he goes right at Sorber.
Darren Williams trying to do everything. Zaire Paris. Out comes Finkley for Roman. 15-point lead. They go high. Stuart Herring. Turnover.
Bush won it. Bush won it.
He did.
Sharif Jackson to dive to the rim there, and they weren't on the same page.
36-21, 5 minutes left. So
There's a ton of time left here in the third quarter, but this is, I'm not a cliche guy, but this is a breaking point for Ryan
Sure.
right now. They need to go on a 4 or 5 point run here.
One possession at a time. Williams rises, fires, gets it.
Huge three.
Big three.
Right on cue. They find Williams in the corner, but, you know, Ted, that three was created by a set play. I won't call what Coach Zielinski does with his team, I won't say they're plays because there's not too much involved. It's a lot of what we as coaches call sets, where it's 1 or 2 screens, 1 or 2 passes, and you're probably going to get an open look. That was a play. That was a play, and Williams ends up wide open and drills the three.
They were calm in that possession.
Yes.
You think it has a lot to do with a lot of that motion that they've been running, where it's dribble handoff, dribble handoff, dribble handoff?
He's been trying to stay away from the sets,
yeah,
trying to let them play a little bit because everybody's been scouting them. But I just don't know if there's enough playmakers on the floor. Plus, you have Sorber. You know, you might want to run the plays.
And there you go, a steal. Zaire smartly takes it out. They go to Williams. Zaire with his left. Zaire! Heavy off the rim. And out runs Brown. And the lob. They can't get it. Foul, Marabito. Zaire did everything right to finish.
He's not a guy that's going to finish in the paint against the likes of Jackson and Finkley.
It's not Carroll.
Yeah.
I'm not,
Carroll plays 5 guards.
I'm not disparaging Carroll at all.
Guards.
And that Blake Deacon, who was a bigger player.
Yeah, he's a wing.
He's a wing, but he was playing low, and
yeah.
he was going against him.
Yeah. These two guys are big human beings, and they're long, and they're active. But that was one of those opportunities right there for Ryan. They implore the press. They get a turnover. You got to come up with a bucket there.
1 of 2. 37-24. Cahillites, 4:20 left. Pressure to Zaire, double team. Marabito open for 3. No. Rebound by Finkley. Out to Brown. Brown. Ryan dodges a bullet. Gallagher back in. Joey Singh with the defense that Roman was throwing, that he might be able to get that corner 3 for Gallagher.
I don't think Marabito's given Coach Zielinski what he wanted here tonight, and he's just going to try a different hand. Down 13 with 4 minutes left in the third.
Sorber. And after Williams, he rises. No good. Murray with the foul. You can see the frustration on Murray's face.
Look, there's a lot of time left. Again, that was a set. That was a called set from Coach Zielinski that got Williams a wide open 3. It just didn't go down. They just got to stay patient and keep running sets.
Finkley with the ball for Roman to Jackson. Sharif Jackson having a heck of a night tonight. Xavier Brown. Brown probes. Pulls it back out. Stuart Herring.
That was pretty. Drove hard to his right and stopped on a dime.
Zaire heard the foul from up here. 39-24, 3:25 left. If you're Ryan, it's 1 possession at a time. As a coach, sometimes you look at body language. What do you see from the body language out there between the two teams?
Roman is playing with a ton of confidence, ton of swagger, very calm. I wouldn't say Ryan is panicking. They're not panicking. They're just not comfortable. They have not been comfortable this whole night, and I don't know if it's because of the way Roman's defending them or because of them trying to run less sets and more motion. I'm not really sure. Darren Williams has been trying to implore his teammates, let's go, come on guys, let's get it going.
And Williams he's on 3 fouls as well.
Yep.
Finkley. Brown to his left. Smooth to his left. To Finkley. Nice rebound by Williams. Nice rebound. Sorber blocked from behind, and he gets the call.
It's evident to me, Sorber is very frustrated that they're not running sets because a lot of the sets go through him but get other guys wide open looks.
Sure.
And I could see it on his face right there. He was saying, why are we running down the floor so fast?
Sorber.
But I don't know, Ted. You tell me. I know I'm the color guy. I don't know how many broken plays Ryan has scored off of tonight. Have they scored off any broken plays?
No.
Yes.
Their plays, they've had a lot of messy, sloppy,
Right.
yeah. And if you look at the stat sheet, you can look at their turnover ratio.
It's not who they are.
It's not who they are, correct. Sorber. 39-25, Cahillites. You know, you touched on it with Thomas Sorber. He's getting triple team every time he touches the ball.
Because they're not running plays.
Because they're not running plays.
Not running sets.
Nice hands by Murray. Nice hands again by Murray. Brown tries to break down Williams. Thomas Sorber rises and blocks. Finkley.
Oh.
And
Sorber. Thomas Sorber.
wow.
I'll tell you what, he might be frustrated, but he's still playing every play, every possession. Unbelievable block on the Brown floater. And then loose ball back to Roman, and he takes a charge.
On Finkley, which is his third foul. So 2:21 left. If you're Coach Zig in the huddle, what are you telling the players right now?
We need 3 straight stops. But more importantly, we need 3 quality possessions. We may not make the shots, but we have to get the shot that we want. Not your shot, not you as individuals, the shot that we want as a team. If we can come down and get the shot we want as a team, we'll live with the makes and misses.
2:21 left in this third quarter. Boys basketball standings for 2022-23 season. Currently early, Newman, Goretti, and Roman at the top, undefeated 3-0.
Where'd my jacket go? Oh,
We have his jacket.
yep. Jacket's found.
Carroll, Ryan, Judge, Prep, West, all at 2-1. And Zaire with the ball. Let's see if we can get one of those 3 possessions here. Williams double teamed. Zaire's open. Gallagher, lefty, 3! Hey, Mr. Gallagher.
Coach, I'm going to give you everything I have tonight, and it's all going to be from the corner.
I got you.
I got you, Coach, just from the corner. Leave me there.
39-28. Minute 45 left in this third quarter.
Big 3 by Gallagher. Now they need to stop down here. They're back. Ryan back in their man-to-man, Ted.
Yep. Petrill, Brown with the ball. Guarded by Williams. Brown all the way. Thomas Sorber says no. Nice pump and go, but Stuart Herring.
Grabbed his hand, grabbed his wrist. Coach McNesby called a timeout. Guys were a little bit tired. Comes out of the timeout in zone. Coach Zielinski was not, and Ryan were not expecting that, but they got a good shot with Gallagher in the corner.
Minute 15 left, 39-28. Good pressure by Williams and Brown. Someone won a backcourt. Blocked by Murray. So we're going to bring the ball over the timeline. Gets to Zaire. Here's the second possession you were talking about. Zaire. And they're back in
back to back. Great screen and roll that opened that up. Sorber set a good ball screen, rolled to the basket. Both guys went with Sorber, and Zaire Parrish was able to step back and knock down the 3.
Foul called there as Cottrell was driving. That foul was on Gallagher. And just like that, under 10.
The Roman fans are not happy on Brown's drives.
And if that voice sounds familiar.
I'm sure it does sound familiar to you.
Oh, good swing. Finkley. No.
Wow, big shot there.
Big shot, 30 seconds left. Paris. Oh, gets greedy. Kickball. Go ahead.
We just talked about it. 3 straight stops, 3 good possessions, get shots we want, and then they run the ball down the floor, and Zaire's lucky to get away with, a kick there and get the ball back for Ryan.
39-31, coming up on 20 seconds left in this half. Senior Zaire with the ball.
There it is.
Down to Sorber.
Another set, and they got it to the big fella.
Oh. Tough miss as a travel or a foul? What do you got first?
Had to be a foul. If it wasn't going to be a foul, it was going to be a technical foul on Coach McNesby because he was not having it.
Coach Zaglinski not happy. Gallagher gets a second. And then 2.9 seconds here. Can't foul. Nothing free. Brown, he's going to heave. Oh,
wow.
Front.
That was, whoa.
Front rims
I'm not sure what Williams was doing there, but that was awful close to a foul.
Before we talk about the fourth quarter, I want to take a minute to talk about the Friends of Ryan. So first of all, thank you everybody for listening. Please, if you can, send the link to the game. Have your friends check out the fourth quarter here. I want to just take a minute to talk about the Friends of Ryan. Friends of Ryan is the nonprofit organization and the official fundraising entity for Archbishop Ryan. It was established in 2020 to ensure the future growth of Archbishop Ryan and the growth of the students. It's organizations like this that do outreach to alumni to get you to come to events and reconnect you back to the school. Again, please make sure you check out friendsofryanalumni.org. That's www.friendsofryanalumni.org. They also have a couple events coming up. They have the Winter Social, which I believe is on the 4th of February. $45 a ticket, $50 at the door. DJ Bobby Sacco. It's a great event. All the proceeds. There's going to be raffles. There's going to be 50-50s, all kinds of stuff. So get together with a group of your old alumni. Say, hey, listen, let's go to Ryan and have an old-fashioned social. It's a BYOB in the South Gym. And again, all the proceeds go to improvements within the school. Some of them you're seeing here are saying you've been to this gym before.
I've been in this gym since I was 6
right.
years old.
It looks pretty good. I mean, the new stuff looks great.
It's great. The floor looks great. The stands look great. And obviously there's a lot of excitement around Ryan basketball.
Fourth quarter starts, and that is not the way they wanted to start the fourth quarter. Wow.
That's a tough way to start the quarter after gaining some momentum there at the end of the third.
Stuart Herring.
He's having a heck of a night,
Yeah,
Ted.
he is. Williams for 3. No. Good box out by Brown. 10-point game for Roman. 7:30 left in this fourth quarter. Catholic League basketball action here on Academy Road. Thank you for tuning in. Finkley for Roman off the screen from Jackson. Offensive rebound and a time. Was it a timeout?
Coach McNesby got a timeout.
You know, I didn't like the energy there on that, going after that loose ball. You can see Roman.
It wasn't. I mean, Ted, you can't start the fourth quarter like that. He is a veteran. Darren Williams is a veteran. He was baited into a bad pass by Sterling, and that wasn't the way you start the fourth quarter. You just got the momentum back. You got 3 straight stops. like we talked
Like
about.
you talked about, yes.
And we come back down, and we got good shots. They didn't go in. We made 2 big threes, one by Williams, one by Gallagher, and then we come back to start the fourth quarter, and you throw it away and give it up an uncontested layup to start the fourth.
On the floor for the Raiders, it's going to be Zaire Paris, Jaden Murray, Thomas Sorber, Mark Gallagher,
Interesting.
and Darren Williams, who has 3 fouls. Brown, guarded by Williams. You might see this matchup again in a few years, huh?
Yeah, you might.
Back cut, Brown. Blocked.
Wow.
Thomas Sorber. Unbelievable.
Goodness gracious.
Williams with 3. Murray, big rebound. Zaire puts the ball on the floor in the paint. Good kick. Have a night. Have a night.
Mark Gallagher, welcome to the Catholic League, son.
The lefty. 41-34.
Do not leave him open in the corner, fellas. If anybody gets this tape, you're going to see the sophomore Gallagher. He is automatic from the corner, the lefty.
Ryan needs to stop desperately here. Thomas Sorber erasing the back cut and the 3. Can they get the stop? Roman's patient.
Roman's discombobulating right now.
They back Murray down. Doesn't give. Block Sorber!
That is not the shot.
He finds Williams! Flush! Darren Williams! And just like that, the lead down to 5.
Coach Joe begging the students to stand. I'm not sure he got the answer, but here they come now.
And energy is in the gym. Brown, contested by Sorber, rebound by the sophomore Gallagher. They find, careless. Thomas Sorber works to get the ball back. Ryan to Zaire. Big possession. Williams kicks. Paris 3. Yes!
Wow.
Zaire Paris. Don't go away, folks. 41-39. Ryan cuts the lead to 2. Just like that.
That is a 17-2 run by the Raiders. It was 37-24, and we were calling for the buses to be started.
We might have been, yeah.
And all of a sudden, look, Joe Zielinski is a terrific coach. Whatever his game plan is, I'm not here to second guess it, and I'm not second guessing it. In the first half, they ran 2 sets. They ran 2 sets the whole half. This second half, I'm not saying they've run as many sets as I've seen them run in the past, but they've been running sets and getting open looks. Now, off the sets, they got a couple broken plays, and they're getting guys wide open for corner threes, and they've knocked down 4 in this half, or this 3 in this quarter.
41-39, Roman Catholic with a lead. Again, thanks for tuning in. Send the YouTube link to your friends. This is going to be fun in the last 5 minutes.
We got ourselves a ball game,
Yeah.
folks, here in Northeast Philly.
Crowd starts again to a little energy. You can see, again, we talked about body language, a little bit different right now. Williams fights through the screen to defend Brown. Down to Jackson, low. Stolen by Zaire. Ryan with a chance to tie the game. Paris. Great follow. Paris to the hoop, and Jaden Murray with the rebound and follow. And guess what? This game is tied. Referee's getting the officials, calming everybody down a little bit.
Ted, you asked me about what I saw in the body language of both teams. I didn't use the phrase, but I've used it in the past doing Roman games. They don't have a fiery leader. Coach McNesby is that guy. They don't have one of those guys on the floor. They get too cool at times. This is a direct reflection or a direct result being tied now with 4 minutes to go because you got cool when you were up 14.
There's cool and then there's cool. There's two types of cool, right?
Yep.
Jackson with the ball. We'll talk about that in a second. To Brown. Zaire defending hard on Oliver Bush. Williams fighting through a screen. That's a second steal, second possession in a row for Zaire. Here comes Williams. Ryan has a chance to take the lead. Shoulder shake. Oh, bad spacing there. Good timeout by Zaglinski. That had turnover written all over it.
Yeah, and that's what I mean by the coaching of both. The coaching on both sidelines here is exceptional. But this whatever's going on offensively for Roman, it starts with Xavier Brown. And if you're going to compliment a kid, if you're going to praise a kid, you've also got to be honest when you're doing these broadcasts. He's not even seeing the floor right now.
Sure.
He's dribbling into traffic. He's throwing passes that cannot be caught, and his teammates are feeding off of the way he's playing. They're waiting for him to do something.
Now, some of that, I think Ryan lulled Roman to sleep a little bit. They weren't as active in the beginning of this.
Absolutely not.
And then all of a sudden, you watch, we're fighting through screens. Zaire he's got 2 steals, 2 possessions. He's fighting through screens, getting his hands on the ball. So it's a little bit of a...
Zaire Parrish is starting to be much more active defensively, not just with his hands. See, people think your hands get you steals. Your feet get you steals. And Zaire's moving his feet. He's not being lazy on defense, and he's making things really difficult for Roman.
41-41.
I wouldn't have thought this. I thought we were going to be at the bar having a beer and some wings.
4:10 left. On the floor, Gallagher, Murray, Paris, Sorber, and Williams for Archbishop Ryan. And they go down.
Roman has 2 points this quarter. It was the lazy pass by Williams to start the quarter and their layup. It was 41. It was 41-31 after the first pass of the fourth quarter.
That's why we're paying you the big bucks. 41 all, 3:52 left. Jackson. Oh, Funkley. Oh.
Great pass by Finkley.
Finkley, excuse me.
Great pass by Finkley. Roman settled it down, ran some offense. Let's see if Ryan can answer, Ted.
Darren Williams. Oh. Gallagher creeping. Did you see Gallagher creeping over me?
He was creeping, but I always worry about this. And look, I don't care what people think. They know I'm going to tell the truth, whether it's about the officials, coaches, or players. Like, Harvey hasn't called a foul like that all game, and then he blows his whistle with 3 minutes left in the game. Stay out of the game.
Williams skids, composes, goes to Zaire. Screen by Sorber. Sorber rolls no. Gallagher pumps.
Gallagher thought about it.
Yeah, he did. Oh, Thomas Sorber misses from 3.
That's because he hasn't gotten a shot. That's what happens to good players. He didn't get a shot, so he went and found the ball and shot it.
2-point lead for Roman. Wow.
Brown, when they need it most.
Xavier Brown. Again, there's cool and there's cool, right?
He's both. At times, Ted.
4-point lead for Roman Catholic. Darren Williams with the ball for Archbishop Ryan. 2:35 left. Zaire directing traffic. Williams fires from the top of the 3. No. And now with 2:25 left and a 4-point lead, Roman Catholic can go up. Can go up 3 possessions here with 3. Brown, Bush, Finkley, Jackson. Williams fighting through the screen.
Brown missed Finkley there.
Yes, he did.
But nothing wrong with taking some time off the clock.
Jackson.
Great look from
Wow,
Jackson to
great
Finkley.
look to Finkley. Big three for Roman. Minute 38. Zaire drives. Ooh. Got a foul there. Well, they can score 2 with stopping the clock, which is when the clock stops, which is fine.
Which is always a positive. But and he's over there in the first row behind Roman's bench. My head coach, Dennis said, one of the all-time greats, top 2 or 3 coaches all time in Catholic League history. He would always say, he would always tell us, close the door, killer instinct. And Roman didn't have that, and it's now made this a ball game, but Brown has stepped up here lately.
In the press. Jackson gives the ball away. Darren Williams kicks it. Swing. Another swing. Murray. Williams. Oh, big rebound. Zaire blocked. Thomas Sorber. They call the foul. They call the foul on Anthony Finkley.
No, I don't think it's going to be Finkley. It's going to go on Bush. It's going to go on Bush.
Archbishop Ryan with some really good looks.
Great ball movement there after a steal.
I like the way Williams got out from underneath the basket to get in the position for the 3. He read the play.
Any team that Joe Zielinski coaches is going to move. Their bodies are going to move. He knew where the next pass was going to be. He saw it happening before it got there. Great action to the corner. Got himself a good look. It just didn't go down.
So it's minute 13, 48-43. Roman up.
Ryan's going to go to the line. You have to make 2, and then they're going to be back in the pressure. See if Roman can make an adjustment here. I'd like to see Xavier Brown go to the basketball rather than hoping that Jackson can throw it over the top to him. That has caused 2 turnovers here in the fourth quarter against Ryan's press. Jackson trying to force the ball to Brown rather than Brown going and getting it.
So Ryan knocking
and I'm just watching because I just watch everything. I don't think Coach McNesby's going to take my advice, and that's fine. He's the boss. I think they're going to throw it back to Jackson against Ryan's press because Coach McNesby walked with Sharif Jackson to half court and told him, when you catch it, you got to make a quick decision.
Thomas Sorber at the line. Big free throw.
These are big free throws here from Sorber.
Short gets the first.
Now, this is where I beg for a shot clock. If we had a shot clock, the finish of this game would be electric. But now...
How many states have...
I don't know how many states have. I just know we don't.
We don't.
And we live here, Teddy.
Right. 48-44.
I know Baltimore and D.C. have it. I know New York has it.
Sorber makes both. One possession
Ice
game.
water in his veins. Sorber steps up. They do get it to Brown first.
Double team.
Trapped,
oh, turnover. He threw the ball away. Great pressure. Double team in the corner.
You're a senior point guard going to an Atlantic 10 school. That can't happen.
What do you do if you're Ryan here? Exactly.
Run a set.
Run a set.
And they do.
Williams off the screen. Ties ball game.
They won't go away.
Archbishop Ryan. 48-all with a minute 3 left.
Ted, what did they do?
Ran a set. Sounds like the back of a t-shirt.
Yeah, it does.
Archbishop Ryan basically coming back from the dead.
I can't. Roman has a Division I point guard who has played in God knows how many Catholic League games. You cannot have 3 turnovers with a point guard of the caliber of Xavier Brown. And they've had to, and Ted, they have thrown the ball to the same corner in front of Ryan's bench 3 times.
I was just about to say, what do you do when you're faced in the? Is it
You got called timeout. And Anthony Finkley, he motioned to Xavier Brown emphatically, why didn't you just call a timeout? He told him. Finkley was thinking.
The most important minute of this early season for Archbishop Ryan.
I don't know how much people paid to get in here tonight, but they're getting their penny. They're getting their money's worth.
Getting their money's worth. Brown with the ball.
They worked on this play the other day in practice, but obviously Darren Williams is denying Brown the ball, so they can't get into the set.
Stuart Herring. Finkley, Jackson. 40 seconds left. They hold for 1. They get the ball finally to Brown. The Williams and Brown matchup, which has been all half. 22 seconds. Tie ball game. Roman holding. Murray on Finkley. Is he going to break him down? 12 seconds.
He's got 1 timeout left. He's got 1 timeout left, and he called
And he called it. 9.9 seconds.
But, Ted, if we have a shot clock, both teams get the ball there, and we get to see some basketball, not dribbling and standing around.
Maybe
Okay.
it's 1978-79 again.
Yeah, you, there you go. You honored your 79 team, so I guess it's a throwback night. We're going to hold the ball for the last minute.
But that, without the shot clock, that is the right on the road.
It's the right move.
Right move.
Right move.
Again, let's go into the huddle for me real quick. What's Zaglinski telling his players about how to defend?
He's going to come out in something different. That's my gut. If he's not in something different, it's going to be a switching man-to-man. They will switch every screen, every dribble handoff. They will switch all of that. On the other side, I think Coach McNesby, look, Xavier Brown's been the point guard at Roman for 4 years. Let him make a decision. We either go to overtime or we go home.
Right. Put it in his hands.
That's it.
Not a bad option.
No, not at all. And I like Coach McNesby having Brown take the ball out of bounds to make Williams turn
And he's
when the ball's thrown
because
in.
he is the most dangerous player in the
Yep,
court. Right?
Absolutely.
9.9 seconds. 48 all. They go down low to Finkley.
Right to Finkley.
Finkley steps back to Jackson. 4 seconds. 3. Blocked. No call.
Wow, we're going to have bonus basketball here in Northeast Philly.
Wow. I'm looking at the reaction of the Roman Catholic bench.
I don't think it was a foul.
No, I don't think so either. And we're going extra. Instant classic, number 2 for Archbishop Ryan this year.
Ted, give me the foul situation, please.
It looks like the only thing, unofficially, I got Jackson with 2, Finkley with 3. And on the other end, I just have Williams with the 3. That's it.
He has not picked up his 4th.
No, he has not picked up. I don't have it.
Okay, I don't think he's picked up his 4th.
I don't think so. He played that whole half defending that guard. Not bad.
I think Williams' energy on Brown, and I think Parris's activity with his feet defensively started to give Ryan a little confidence. And then
The kid makes the 3.
Gallagher coming in off the bench. No one expected that. He was not on the scouting report. I know that for certain. And he has 3 threes tonight.
Is that one of those things where you go, you just shrug your shoulders?
You just throw your hands
You
up.
just go, where did he come from? For Roman on the floor in overtime, they're going Brown, Jackson, Finkley, Stuart Herring, Eric, Oliver, Bush. Here you go. Archbishop Ryan going Murray, Sorber, Parris, Gallagher, Williams.
All right. anybody at the FOP tonight, I'll take all comers. Anybody could tell me that they thought Mark Anthony Gallagher was going to be starting overtime against the 22nd ranked team in the country.
Wow. Guy skinning knees right there.
Scores from around the Catholic League, one that came in that I did not expect to see. St. Joe's Prep 59, Bonner 30.
Wow. I thought Prep looked good. I mean,
I've
Ryan
been hearing
helped them.
good things. I haven't seen them. I have not seen them. I've heard good things about them. I know their young guards are very good.
And Roman Catholic at the line. Misses.
Wow.
Brown missed. Zaire. Williams. Just to look at the extra energy by Ryan. Oh, steal. I opened my mouth too soon. Oh. Great move to the basket by Oliver Bush. And a foul.
Xavier Brown jumped the ball handler,
He
gets
did.
the steal, gets it out to Bush in transition. He's not able to convert. He needs these free throws. Brown is a better free throw shooter than that. Might be a little bit tired. Has not come off the floor. Bush is going to have to pick Brown up here at the line.
That is the one thing about Roman, lack of depth, right? Bush makes that first one. Heavy on the second, but good. It's a 2-point lead for Roman Catholic. Wow. Zaire to left. Zaire sees some space. Zaire kicks to Murray. Sorber. That's a foul. That's his first foul of the night.
And he's played 32 minutes, or 35 minutes.
Sorber to the line.
I actually think these officials have done a really good job. And here's what I just came into my mind. They know these teams aren't deep. They weren't going to call those ticky-tack fouls in the first half or early in the third quarter. I think they've protected the
integrity of the game.
They have. They protected the integrity of the game, and they protected the ball handler late here in the game.
It's a big miss. 2-point lead for Roman Catholic. 3:10 left in this overtime. Paris Hansey. And here's the matchup again, Williams and Brown. Finkley making some space. Mary body. Finkley.
Wow, that's a grown man move right there
Yes,
from
it
Finkley.
was.
That is a grown man move.
The lead goes to 4. Big possession, understatement, for Archbishop Ryan. Oh, but good back cut. Oh, could not get the reverse.
Again, that was a set.
Here comes
They run
Roman.
it often. Brown into the lane. Oh boy, that's
And
a walk.
And
I
that
knew
was
that
a
was
travel.
coming.
Yes, it was.
I thought they missed the first walk. And then he wasn't going to get away with it twice.
Talk about Sorber being such a rim protector like that.
Yeah, I mean, he's a dominant force in the paint. Unfortunately, tonight, Roman has not allowed him to get in the paint offensively.
2:15 left. 4-point lead for Roman Catholic, 52-48, in what has become a really, really good high school basketball game here on Academy Road. Williams to his right, kicks. Gallagher. A little different look to him defensively now. They know who he is. Zaire.
At this point, you have to be solid on defense. This is not a time to overplay, not a time to pressure. You have to be smart, and Bush picks up that foul. It's a senseless foul. Doesn't hurt them.
And another miss.
Two
from
front-ended
Archbishop Ryan.
one-and-ones
Yes.
in overtime for Ryan's veteran Zaire Paris and Thomas Sorber.
Lead still at 4. Minute 44. Sharif Jackson with the ball. Williams denying Brown.
Coach
Timeout.
McNesby
Coach
didn't like what
McNesby.
he saw.
Go back to that play where Zaire was on the line, where it got to the line. I've watched him all year. He has that ability to. He doesn't look it sometimes. He has that ability to protect and draw that foul going to his left. He's done it all. He's done it.
He does a very good job at getting to the line. What he needs to do for them to be a team that might be able to cut down the nets, when he gets into the paint, he's got to be able to distribute the ball. But it's hard to do that when you're always looking at the rim when you're driving, and he does that a lot. But that leads to him getting to the foul line. So it's a catch-22.
Well, let me ask you this question as it relates to that. If you're shooting 35% from 3, are you really looking to kick that much, or are you looking at you're better off in his head as a point guard?
Ted, do you know who Mark Anthony Gallagher is?
Tonight I do.
Okay.
No, I
I'm
actually
just
do.
kidding.
I do. No, we do. And it's funny. Joe's trying to go to the hot hand with somebody who can shoot from the corner, and obviously you have to. He hasn't been in the rotation.
And I'm not. And you don't always have to kick it to the 3, Ted.
Right.
What I'm saying is he's got to draw Sorber's guy. Give Sorber some easy looks. Everything is so difficult for Thomas.
It is. Minute 30.
I don't know if Roman's going to shoot the ball, and I think that was a great decision by Coach Zielinski fouling Jackson.
I don't know what Jackson on the year from the line. 52%. 52%. Not a bad decision. Haka Sharif. 52-48, minute 26. Jackson makes that
Smooth
big.
at the line. Tell you something funny that people, if you don't really watch Roman a lot, and you don't pay attention to the game, you just watch the flow of the game. Jackson scores in the paint with his left hand. He shoots jumpers and foul shots right-handed.
Okay. Misses. 53-48, 5-point lead for Roman, minute 20. That is some color analyst stuff right there. Williams gathers himself. Looks for the screen from Sorber. Sorber rolls. He finds him. Murray was open. He missed him.
He was in between there.
Yeah.
He saw Gallagher wide open in the corner at the last second. Although Murray flashed into his sight, diving to the basket, he really wanted to throw that ball to Gallagher, but he saw Murray diving to the basket open. He was just in between.
Catrillin for Jackson for Roman. And a foul, almost steal. Send Brown to the line. It's been a good night.
This has been a terrific basketball game.
I think we became best friends tonight.
Ted, I love you. I'm a Ryan soccer fan now, buddy.
The Roman coach is 3 people down from us. You have to keep that quiet.
Oh, I'll keep it quiet.
No, but it's been a great. Thank you for sitting in with us. Hopefully we can do this again.
Oh, I'll come up and do Ryan games any night. I'm free.
Minute 2, 53-48. Ryan down 5.
That's Williams' 5th foul.
It was a 5.
That's tough.
Yeah. Ryan Everett will check in the game for Williams. Stay with us for a few minutes after the game. We'll do a quick recap for everybody. And again, I want to thank all of you that checked in on the stream. Thank you so very much. Again, for those of you, Archbishop Ryan people, check out friendsofryanalumni.org. Minute 2 left.
Big free throws from Brown. Roman needed it.
7-point deficit for the Raiders. Can they find a miracle? 50 seconds. Sometimes they think you're zigging and you're zagging. Tough one.
Well, they're out of sorts there.
Yeah.
Williams fouled out. You know, they got Gallagher and Everett out there. Both guys capable and both guys play, but they don't often play together.
45 seconds left. Roman with the ball. They're going to foul. Everett will take the foul. And that is going to send Stuart Herring again to the line.
Coach Ted, who did you beat in the Catholic League playoffs?
We beat Roman Catholic
In the first round?
in the first round. We beat LaSalle. And then we beat our arch rival Father Judge in the final. In a shootout where our goalkeeper saved 3 of the PKs and then turned around and he kicked the 6th one. He scored the 6th one. Joe Phillips.
Wow.
In an it was a great Catholic League.
I
Catholic
see you working, Joe Phillips. Jeez.
Yeah. Joe, he's our senior goalkeeper captain. He was an all-state player
That's
last
awesome.
year.
Congratulations to you and all the coaches and the players. Winning a plaque is remembered forever.
It's an unbelievable feeling.
And especially, and I have a lot of Judge friends, especially when you beat your Northeast Philly rival.
Well, you beat your Northeast Philly rival, and it's not only that. The families and kids, everybody knows each
They
other.
all know each other. They've been playing since they were 6, 7 years.
Same thing with
Yes,
Roman.
yep.
So we wind down tonight, 57-48, Roman Catholic with the lead.
Gallagher's first miss.
He finally misses. 15 seconds. And Brown will hold the ball.
No foul necessary. They won't shoot.
And it was good entertainment tonight. I think some good spots for Archbishop Ryan, but Roman Catholic remains undefeated in the PCL, going to 4-0. 48.
Roman answered when they had to answer. They made it entertaining for the fans when they got a little bit cool there in the, in midway through the fourth quarter. Ryan went on a tear, a 17-2 run. But in the end, got to overtime and Roman was just too much.
So Ryan goes to 2-2 in the PCL, puts him in that middle muck that is the wonderfulness of the PCL. If you're Coach Zaglinski, what positive can you take out of this game tonight? And be honest.
Your kids' competitiveness. Because you cannot win in this league, and you certainly are not going to win in February in the playoffs in this league if you don't have ultra-competitive kids.
So it's funny you say that because I had a chance to speak with the captains before the season. And they use a term that you hear often, but it's sometimes cliche, but dog mentality. I think tonight it went up and down, but it's there. It's there for you can see it. You can see it there.
I think some of that has to do with, Ted, when you play zone and Roman was so patient early, they kind of lulled Ryan to sleep in the first half, and it affected Ryan's offense. Roman's offense affected Ryan's offense, and you don't often see that. Roman was really patient. Ryan had long possessions on defense. On offense, they were in too much of a hurry.
Well, listen, we're going to cut it. I just want to say thank you for stepping in and coming in
Thank you.
tonight. We got to do
guys.
this again. Thank you for the
to
insight.
all the Ryan family and Ryan Athletics, and certainly to Coach Zielinski. I love the guy. He's a great guy, great coach, and this team will certainly be one to watch out for in February in the playoffs.
For Ryan fans, please check out Joe Zaglinski's Facebook page, Archbishop Ryan Boys Basketball. You'll get all the details about where the team is going, how you can see feeds from away games. We will see you next week here at Archbishop Ryan. So everybody have a wonderful weekend. 57-48 Roman Catholic victory. Thanks and good night.
Good night.